Morning. Sun shining. There you are. Welcome to a new day.
When did you get in?
Jumped off the old girl at Guildford. Walked straight here. You, still sleep alone, I see?
They really took some incredible writing and they made it even more special. I love the way this was shot. I love the black and white. I love the lighting, and the use of lighting and the use of shadow was beautiful. Music was great. Excellent choices. Costumes were great. The set was wonderful. Very realistic. Felt really true to the story, and the direction was excellent. Just really well done. Even like there was a couple of shots when they were fighting where they kept kind of going into two different places, and I really enjoyed those two different perspectives as they were fighting. It was just really, really well done. And the actors were so spectacular. They really took that excellent writing and interpreted it in a way that felt very real.
I thought this was extremely clear storytelling, but filled with nuance. And what aided that was very clean, sharp framing that didn't allow too much to compete and allowed me as the viewer to dig into the nuances of their relationship, of their brotherly relationship, and allowed the backstory and the subtext between the two just brimming throughout the piece to fill the space. Excellent performances that carried the weight of and the themes of brotherly duties and what we owe to one another, and really held that roller coaster full of tender and explosive moments of difficult material that they took so professionally. The themes I thought were really interesting in terms of changing roles and what that means. Responsibility to your family. What do we owe one another? And moving on to being the caretaker when so often you don't even have to think about that. Was really interesting subject matter that I thought they dealt with very empathetically.
I liked the relationship between the two actors. I really believed that they were brothers and that they were having this confrontation about their folks and stuff like that. I liked the use of the black and white, what they did with kind of areas that were very, very dark and then areas that were very light. I thought that they balanced that really, really well. I also liked what they did with the sound effects of the traffic outside and things like that. What they did, I thought that the sound effects were done really well.
I thought the dynamic between them was really interesting. I thought that for siblings, like for brothers that clearly don't get along fantastically, I thought they played it really well, because at least in the very beginning you're trying to figure out like why are they meeting, why is this happening. They're not really talking about anything, and then it comes out that it's been like 3 months and they're brothers, and it starts to make a little bit more sense of kind of why their dynamic was the way that it was, which having a brother, when we've gone through times when we weren't like close or communicating or anything like that, I thought it was really, really, really realistic. I thought the moment of anger was really well done because you could see it kind of building there and then it did explode, but it didn't feel out of place or didn't feel like a ridiculously extreme reaction. So that was really well done. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, so I thought this one was shot really nicely. Definitely really good cinematography. Shot composition, everything seemed very pleasing to the eye.
I did find myself really curious about the brothers' relationship to each other and to their mother, and what had happened. And I liked how that scenario was explored in a short scene, really. And we kind of see this change in the character through the dialogue.
It reminds me of a saying about the concept of death. There's two types of deaths. There's the fast death and the slow death. Both equally as painful, but with the fast death, it's that concept of you never know when it's going to hit. You never get a chance to say your goodbyes. However, with the slow death, you know that it's going to happen eventually, but it takes time, days, months, years, as you slowly watch as someone you've had countless memories with gradually fade into a shell of their former self. It's a very painful experience, and I think that's what An Open Letter was trying to convey with these two siblings, that the pain of taking care of someone as you watch them slowly lose themselves, and also the fear of having to see someone that you love no longer be who they used to be. And I think it conveys both of those aspects very well.